Let's meet the 2021 F1 rookies. We have 3 new drivers across 2 different teams. You might be asking yourself, who is this Yuki Tsunoda? Who is Mick Schumacher? Or who is Nikita Mazepin? We're gonna bring you up to speed on who these people are, their backgrounds, and their racing accomplishments.
Starting off with our first rookie, we have Yuki Tsunoda, who is the youngest on the grid this year, born May 11th, 2000 in Japan. Yuki is a driver that has already seen a lot of success in his very short career, given that he started professional karting at the age of only 10 years old. He joined the JAF Junior Karting Championship in 2010, moving to the regional class in 2013, and then moving on to the national class in 2014. Yuki made his single-seater debut in 2016 at the F4 Japanese Championship at a one-off event at Suzuka. The following year, he joined the series full-time, in addition to competing in the Regional East Series of the JAF F4 Japanese Championship, where he went on to win the Regional Series and finished third in the National F4 Championship. In his second year racing in Japanese F4, he went on to win the championship in the 2018 season. In 2019, he moved up to the FIA Formula 3 Championship, racing under Genzer Motorsport. He finished 9th in the championship with 3 podiums and a win, and was also the sole driver to score points for the team during this season. In this same year, Tsunoda also competed for Motopark in the Euro Formula Open Championship, where he went on to score a win at Hockenheim and 2 additional podiums. In 2020, it was announced that he would be moving up to Formula 2, racing with Carlin. He came 3rd in the championship, finishing behind rivals Mick Schumacher and Callum Ilott. In total, he secured 7 podiums, 4 pole positions, and 3 victories, ending the season with 200 points and earning enough to secure his super license. He was also awarded the Antoine Hubert Award for being the highest placed driver without Formula 2 experience. Given his strong performance, it really came as no surprise when he was announced to be Daniel Kvyat's replacement at the end of the 2020 F1 season, joining AlphaTauri for 2021 and probably beyond. Although he's been with the Red Bull Junior Academy for quite some time now, there are still those that believe that Yuki only secured his seat with AlphaTauri because of Red Bull's very close ties with Honda. However, Yuki has demonstrated that he has a natural ability and is able to adapt very quickly to new cars and new series, going from F4 to F1 in just 4 seasons. Yuki is an extremely ambitious driver and holds himself to a very high standard, so it'll be very interesting to see whether he is able to match the pace of the rest of the F1 grid, and in particular, his teammate Pierre Gasly. He is also heavily backed by team principal Franz Tost, who has been very forward in saying that he wants to give him the time and tools available to further his development with the team. We're extremely excited to see Yuki in F1 this upcoming season, and maybe he'll end up proving those wrong who said that he should have stayed in F2 for 1 more year.
Next, we're going over to the Haas F1 team, who brought on 2 new rookie drivers in their lineup. Let's talk about the driver you most likely already heard of, Mick Schumacher. Mick was born on March 22nd, 1999 in Switzerland. The Schumacher name is one that we're all familiar with, of course, with his father being a 7-time world champion. As the son of Michael Schumacher, Mick has had to deal with a significant amount of pressure from the fans, media, and competitors alike. This is why he initially began racing under his mother's maiden name when he began his karting career back in 2008, driving as Mick Becht in order to avoid attention from the press.
In 2015, Schumacher started racing in Formula classes for the first time, racing for Van Amersfoort Racing in the ADAC Formula 4 using the Schumacher name. In his 2 years competing in this series, he finished runner-up both times.
In 2017, he moved up to Formula 3 with Prema Racing, where he finished 12th in his first year in the new series. However, in 2018, he went on to win the F3 Championship with a total of 15 podiums, 8 of which were race wins.
Mick moved on to F2 in 2019, where he once again went on to finish 12th in his first year in the new series. Although it was not the most ideal year for him as he adjusted to the new machinery, his promise and natural talent still shined through, and he was later signed to the Ferrari Driver Academy in that same year.
In 2020, Mick initially had a slow start to the season, with rival Callum Ilott pulling ahead in the championship. In the second half of the season, Mick made a strong comeback, showing he could pull off some strong results and not letting his setbacks affect his performance. As a result, Mick powered through and claimed 3 wins, 11 podiums in his second season of F2, and secured the championship win at the very end of the season. Following his victory, he was later announced as a driver for the Haas F1 team for the upcoming 2021 season.
Mick is clearly a fan fan favorite, he has a charismatic personality and a very marketable story. We fully believe that he's done more than enough to prove that he deserves his seat in F1 and is not there solely because of his last name.
But Mick has shown it takes a little bit longer for him to get adjusted to a new car and a new series. Typically, it would take him about a year and a half to finally get adjusted to his machinery. We can see this from when he competed in F3 and F2, where his first year wasn't as good as his performance in the second. But now he has to face a new additional challenge, racing for a team that has been struggling in the past few years, especially with a car that's going to be changing a lot throughout the year. Matteo Binotto has said so himself. He knows Mick is going to have a difficult season ahead. However, he has hinted that there is the possibility of Mick joining the Ferrari team as early as 2023.
He has participated in testing sessions with both Ferrari and Alfa Romeo in the past. He was due to make his weekend debut in FP1 of the 2020 Eiffel Grand Prix with Alfa Romeo, but it was cancelled due to heavy rain, thus eventually making his official weekend debut for Haas in FP1 at the 2020 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I think I speak for all of us when I say that we are collectively looking forward to Mick joining the F1 grid, although it will be difficult to watch him struggle in a poor performing team, but who knows, maybe he'll be able to switch things around and still score some crucial points.
And now we get to our final rookie, Nikita Mazepin. Mazepin was born on March 2nd in 1999 in Moscow, Russia. Mazepin has been on the F1 radar for a few years, although he's primarily known for having a lot of money and a few controversial incidents on and off the track. Would we consider him a paid driver? Yes. This financial backing, of course, is coming from his father, Dmitry Mazepin, being worth $7 billion. He founded the chemical production company Uralchem in 2007. Mazepin also races with a sponsorship from Uralkali, a Russian fertilizer producer and exporter that his father has become a key shareholder since 2017. And this is actually the title sponsor for the Haas F1 team in 2021.
Mazepin's father had been in talks to take control of Force India as a result of its financial woes in 2018. The team was eventually sold to Canadian billionaire Lawrence Stroll and renamed Racing Point before it was further renamed to Aston Martin Racing for 2021.
When looking back on his accomplishments on the track, we can see that Mazepin has shown flashes of promise. He finished second behind Antoine Hubert in the GP3 Championship in 2018, with a total of 8 podiums and 4 race wins. He finished a disappointing 18th place in his rookie year in Formula 2 in 2019. But since last year, he claimed 2 race wins, 6 podiums in 2020, and finished 5th overall in the championship.
Of course, it goes without saying that we have to bring up the We Say No to Mazepin hashtag and how it came about. During the 2016 GP3 season, Mazepin punched Callum Ilott in the face, leaving him with a black eye and swollen jaw after Ilott supposedly blocked Mazepin on track during a free practice session. Mazepin was given a single race ban, but the incident raised questions about his character and whether he was punished sufficiently. But the most significant reasoning behind this hashtag is the infamous Instagram video controversy of him groping a woman by grabbing her chest against her will. This has caused mass backlash from fans all around the world, asking that he be removed from the F1 grid and questioning the validity of the We Race as One campaign.
In his apologies, he said he's learned from his mistakes, but deleted the apologies shortly after. Mazepin had a total of 11 penalty points last season in F2, one shy of a race ban. However, it is to note these points don't carry over into his Formula 1 career. With his previous track record, we'll have to wait and see if he's learned from these mistakes or if he will continue to get involved in on-track incidents. Who are you excited to see on the track next year? And who's going to take home Rookie of the Year? Let us know your predictions in the comments down below. While you're down there, if you haven't already, be sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, social media links on the side. If you haven't checked out this video right here, do so right now, and we will catch you in the next video.
Bye!